Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This share is entitled The Halachas of Stains on a Colored Garment regarding Hilchot Niddah. So it said clearly in the Shulchan Aruch that in Kuf Tzadin Yoredeya Halacha Yud, a woman who stains regarding the Halachot of Niddah on a colored garment, I'm not talking about a very white, not a white garment obviously, a very light pale garment also could be problematic. Clearly a colored garment, blue, yellow, pink, whatever, black of course. Then in such a case, a woman is not defined as niddah if she stains on such a garment. And the Shulchan Aruch writes, not only is that allowed, but the Ramah says it's advisable when it's not the time of Shiva Nekiyim, when she has to check. Then she has to wear Shiva Nekiyim, white garments. If it's not during that time of the month, and she's in the status of a Torah, she could, and it's advisable to wear colored garments, and that way any stain that she has is not considered to be halachically niddah. Why that is not for discussion now, but that's the halacha. However, it should not be confused with a flow. A woman has a flow, even if the flow is onto a colored garment, that halachically is a problem. Flow can be that she sees the blood leave her body, or if it's clearly a flow and not a stain. Now, does halacha give a clear black and white distinction between a flow and a stain? No. Some want to say if it's the size of a $50 bill, the size of a silver dollar, such a stain like that, that would render a niddah. Others say no, that is not found in the poskim, that shi'or, that if there's so much on a color garment, then automatically she is a niddah. And others reject that and say, well, maybe if there's so much down that a simple liner couldn't contain it, then maybe that would be considered a niddah. Very often a posik will say that when there's so much dam on a colored garment that it couldn't even be contained by a liner, or go right to the underwear, onto the pajamas, onto the sheath, and it's hard to say that that's a stain. So a woman really has to have chacham einav birosho and know what's going on and be in touch with her rabbi. Sometimes the rabbi might say, yeah, it's really a sign of a flow, and then she's a niddah. My rabbi might say, well, it's borderline. Let's wait out a few more hours, a day or so, and see. So in sum, the halacha is that a stain, a ketem, on a colored garment halachically does not render a woman a niddah. If she has a flow, then it will not help out even if the flow is onto a colored garment. The distinction, the cutoff point between a stain and a flow is not so clear. A woman will have to discuss it with her posek. Some poskim will say that once it's a certain amount and it's large enough, the size of a silver dollar or $50 bill, then that already is such a sign that that's already enough that she is a niddah. That's a sign of a flow. Others will say that if it fills up, that a liner couldn't contain the dam. And others say that these per se do not make her niddah, just it's a sign she needs to talk to the rabbi to see and assess the situation. And in many cases, even if the rabbi does not say that she's a niddah, still may advise waiting till the staining stops before they have relations so they can better assess the situation. Shalom.